My girlfriend proposed a threesome with her friend and I don't know if it's a trap. So as the title says, she proposed a threesome with me and a female friend that I know personally. I mean, obviously I'd be down to do this, but I feel like it could be a trap to see if I'm into other girls, or it could just be mindless fun. I told her that I'd think about it. Any advice? Update: thanks everyone for your suggestions, but I've decided that I'm going to ask her why she wants to do this later tonight. Never ever have threesome with a friend. Never. Find someone else for that. Say no first and gauge the reaction. The Threesome Handbook by Vicky Vantick is a great guide for this kind of stuff. Everything needed to be communicated, trust needs to be strong. Communication needs to be honest and respectful. If it is a trap, then you're better off moving on, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. It's always a trap. If it's a trap, it just shows she doesn't trust you. If it's not a trap, you should probably have a more serious talk about opening up your relationship. I've been in more than one of those. They take a lot of trust and hard work from both partners. Don't do it, brother, it will end badly. It's not worth it if you love this woman. Well, all I can say is the best thing you did was not to agree right away. But, as a female, I feel like the best advice I can give is for you to be honest with your feelings and just ask her why. Tell her the same thing you are telling us, that you're worried this might be a trap, of course not in the same way. Use different, more neutral words. Express your concerns and doubts honestly, that way, you make sure you guys are both on the same foot before you go into it. If it is a trap, at least she will see that you are taking it seriously and would put your relationship first above anything. Even if it's not a trap, it's probably gonna end up really badly. Even though I'd like a threesome, my wise nose knows it's a very bad idea. In my younger days I was in a few, but now I wouldn't really do it. Mine were me and 2 females. The general result of a threesome is that somebody is going to get hurt. Sure, there are exceptions, but why play with it? Now if none of you guys are dating and no strings attached, then maybe. If you even think it could be a trap, you have bigger issues in your relationship. Either it's actually a trap and your girlfriend doesn't trust you. She's playing games and testing you. Or it isn't a trap, she's actually into exploring stuff with you, but you don't really trust her or her intentions. Either way, I don't think it's a sign of a healthy relationship. Remember Carol from Friends' thinking face. If I were you, the relationship would be over when she asked. She wants to have sex with someone else. My ex-wife tried this kind of stuff with me early in our relationship. I didn't go along with it, and I thought she loved me enough to respect my desire to have no outside sex partners. Years later, after we have a child together, it turns out she was cheating on me throughout the whole relationship. She was a complete nightmare. She turned out to be an actual psychopath. She poisoned our child twice and he nearly died. She has tried to control me in everything I do since we were together. We divorced 20 years ago. She has tortured our child to no end, and he ended up growing up to be much like her. I caught my child making CP 2 years ago and haven't talked to him since. Please be careful of someone who would do this kind of stuff, it isn't normal. I do find it funny Op went from no, it's a trap based on mainly negative comments to yeah, I'm gonna do it after 5 positive comments. Good luck, dude, probably isn't a trap, and I'm surprised people play these games. That's just weird, but I would agree with others it shouldn't be with someone you know that well, but you're man enough to accept the consequences, then do what you want. If you already feel like it could be some nefarious trap set up by your partner, I would assume that the foundation of your relationship isn't solid enough to withstand a threesome. Especially with a friend. I would say no. No. I've had threesomes and I promise you, unless you're seasoned, it will be very awkward and ruin a friendship. If you want to do it, then say yes. If it's a trap, then just dump her for playing childish games. It's a trap, Admiral Akbar. Tell her you are uncomfortable with being with another girl, but if it is something that she wants, that you will do it to make her happy. That then flips the power dynamic to her. She can't hold something over you that is her idea. Then tell her that if you were to do that, then it would need to be with someone you don't know. Then if she balks, it means she most likely wants to get with her friend anyway and was using you as an excuse. Then go from there. Women, straight and bi, offering threesomes with girls, so that they can later demand threesomes with another guy. It's always a trap. If you go for it, make it abundantly clear that there will be no threesome with another dude later on. Do it. She asked for it. If it's a trap, then she can just fuck off and you're better off alone anyway. If you're going to do a threesome, you should do it in a FWB situation, not with someone you're in a relationship with. 9 of 10 cases it's most likely gonna ruin your relationship. What are you going to gain from this? A new memory to forever cringe over. I have personal experience at this as well. Never, ever, ever do this with someone you love. Once that door is open, it's almost impossible to close again. Save it for a couple strangers you've drank too much with. I would want to know where this desire came from though. You might just be AF$CK buddy, and not a keeper in her eyes. I've had threesomes with friends that went great. If everyone communicates and are upfront, it can be a really good time. If you think it's a trap, just don't do it, save yourself the worry and call the day. 1. No threesomes with friends. 2. You should tell your girlfriend you're curious about threesomes too and that you'd like to explore this fantasy with her, just the two of you first, like, during sex, talking about what you'd like to do if there were 3 of you, etc., and then go from there, so that you don't end up regretting it after. 3. Is your girlfriend attracted to women sometimes? Don't do it, man. It might seem wonderful in the short term, but I'm sure it'd cause issues in your relationship. It's most likely not worth it. Listen to Admiral Akbar. It's one of 2 things, and they are both bad. It's either a trap, or she is serious, which means that she isn't committed to you. I am amazed how many people expect a trap. That shows how close they are to sexual discuss. There is nothing with desires, ideas, etc. It doesn't mean you'll do it. Tell her, up to you, lol. There are 2 outcomes. 1, it's exactly as she says. Cool. 2, it's a trap. Then break up with her for playing childish games. And #X200B. There's no downside to agreeing to this. Might be a trap, but if it's not, payoff is good. Honestly, go for it, man. Been there, done that with my girlfriend and her friends. As long as clear boundaries are set and you know it's all good, lots of fun can be had. It's a trap, lol. It is, but you have to anyways. It will blow up in your face, but it been put out there. Highly recommend sitting down with girlfriend and finding out her reasons. Is she looking to explore her own sexuality with you? What are her and your levels of comfort adding someone to the mix? What if she wants to add a guy? Are you in the right headspace for this to happen? It's a trick. You have a threesome with 2 girls, then she wants a threesome with 2 guys so she can fuck another man without cheating. I would say these exact words: babe, I've never been in a threesome, nor do I ever, and I don't feel comfortable with this, but if it will absolutely make you happy, then that's all that matters. Boom, mic drop, win-win, safe chip shot to land on green. If you want to do it, say yes. If it's a trap, then drop your girlfriend for setting a trap. Any relationship with a person like that is going to end badly. Get out now. Dude, no, not with her friend. I mean, if you don't see this relationship as long-term, go for it, but if you think that this relationship can lead to more, don't. As a girl, who can't understand your Jeef's POV, here's my take. If this isn't a trap, and she genuinely wants to, then the best answer is to tell her yes, you want to. If this is a trap, that means she wants to know this information and thinks the best way to get that information honestly is by doing this. You could lie to her and say no, and that's great for you because you get to keep dating her. But what about her? Doesn't she deserve to know who she's dating? Personally, I don't want to date someone that thinks about my friends in a sexual way, and I don't want to be with someone that has to lie to me about who they are so that we can keep dating. In the end, it's your decision, but I personally believe she deserves to know, even if the method she used to find out is a bit childish. I had this question pop up once. It was definitely a trap. The comment about not adding a friend sounds solid. Good luck. Tell us later what she said. Only agree if you're cool with the relationship ending over it. Never do this shit with someone you see a future with. If it's a trap, is there a reason she's setting up a trap? Have you been shady in the past or made weird comments about this friend? Get as much info from her as you can. Ask her things like, "Hun, I don't understand. Is this something you really want to do? Are you bored with our sexual relationship? What makes you want to do this? I don't know if I would feel comfortable doing that. But if it's something you really want to try, then I guess maybe I will try. And if you do, jealousy issues are going to be a huge problem. Said friend might want more from you. And you might find yourself in a situation where she is hitting on you, when wife is gone. Also, anything you do or say or look at around friend after that, your girlfriend will be watching. You are walking in very dangerous territory, my friend. Sure.it would be bomb at first but has the potential to be a long, treacherous ride to hell for you in the future, relationship-wise. There was someone that posted something similar a while ago, not saying it's fake but explaining their situation. So the ops girlfriend wanted a threesome, wasn't a trick, with her best friend. They had all been really good friends and so they did it. But not before they discussed boundaries, what would happen in this scenario, etc. They have their night of fun with E. The best friend ended up pregnant from that night. And refused to abort. Surprise, they didn't discuss safe sex and what would they do in a pregnancy. Anyways, it ruined the couple's relationship because Op refused to be a deadbeat and his girlfriend had fertility issues. It was a whole mess. Moral of the story, use a condom, and don't fuck a mutual person you know.